Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Hornby Dublo Memories number 13. Unlucky for some, so they say, but not us. We're Hornby Dublo guys. Now, there's a blue loco and the green one. Green one is Golden Shuttle, the blue one is Sea Eagle. I've refurbished both of them and repainted them, and they're going to France. I'm sure they'll be very happy there. I shall miss having them around. It's great to have them on the layout. And looking at those, the two latest ones, and compared to the one at the back, which is also a blue one, that's a Sir Nigel Gresley. It's the original loco that my grandmother bought for me late 1951 or early 52, I can't remember. And that's the culprit that has got me involved with Hornby Dublo. It's a brilliant loco, as are all of them. I thought this would be a good opportunity with the two new ones there to just do a short video. Let's kick off with this black one. This is, what is it? It's Kingfisher. Now Kingfisher's got a Ringfield motor. It hasn't, it's got a horseshoe magnet motor, and it's also got a faulty back axle, and the back-to-back measurements are not quite right. You must have seen it jump on that frog just now. Having said that, it is nice for a horseshoe magnet motor. It pulls very, very well. It's reasonably quiet, although it's not too happy with feedback controllers. That's one of those things. At the back there, just coming into view, is a British Rail Express Blue A4, typical of 1947, 48, 49 period. That particular one I've repainted as Lord Farringdon. I particularly like the colour. It was an experimental colour amongst many that BR tried in those days. The white lining I think is brilliant. Also, some of those Express Blue locos were painted with British Railways in full on the tender side, and I reckon that's fairly striking. So it's backing up there, and we'll be going off on journey in a few moments. On the far side, a nice shot there of a blue Sir Nigel Gresley pulling a rake of blood and custard Gresley coaches. Very different to the teak effect that they had in pre-war days, but still very smart indeed. That particular Gresley, the first one I ever had, has got the chromium line on the bottom of the tender, which is a relic of the pre-war period. And there, going in the opposite direction, we've got Lord Farringdon, and following from at the back there, we have what do we have? Kingfisher, looking pretty good. That black livery with teak coaches, I think, looks very smart indeed. It's a shame it has to represent such a grim period in this country's history. Okay, at this point Kingfisher is coming off its train and backing into the goods or sidings, probably for a replenishment of coal or water, maybe even lubrication. Be interesting. Does it go over the points okay? Yeah, that seems pretty good. No problem there. And then we should have coming out another A4 in blue. This time it is Sea Eagle, one of the pair that's going to France, and it's going to reverse all the way around the track to couple onto the coaches on the far left side. And next we have the green A4 Golden Shuttle, the second one of the pair that's going to France, and it's going to reverse back all the way around the track and do the same thing as its partner Sea Eagle. I must say, looking down of the bird's eye view, as it were, on those locos and trains, they did look quite good. There's something very impressive about A4s. There always has been, and to me they are my all-time favourite loco. So Sea Eagle pulls out there with its teaks, and then in any moment I think Golden Shuttle will move. Yes, there it goes, with the teak coaches, but this time painted blood and custard as per early post-war, and off they go, looking very fine indeed. And to make the threesome up there in its bright express blue livery is Lord Farringdon pulling out with the maroon coaches, which is not strictly accurate, but never mind. Perhaps now's a good opportunity to sit back and just watch those three A4s doing their stuff around the track. As the 40s moved into the 50s, the R liveries became very prominent. There's a black N2 there, which was correct for the 1950s, and the Brunswick green A4s there, looking very resplendent and smart. I reckon it was the same green as Great Western Railway used. The coaches were a mismatch for a long, long time, but there's something interesting coming up. Look on the right-hand side there, a green diesel. It's Hornby Dublo's representation of a Deltic. No name, no number. Obviously, a very early model. There, although we're now in BR period, there's a green N2, LNER green one pulling out some teak coaches. They didn't all get painted at the same time, and well into the 1950s, there were still a few in the big four company liveries. The LNER green antique actually looks very smart together. It was a good combination. I suppose now we can sit back again and watch the trains go round, the bit I enjoy most. This A4 Merlin was one of my favourites. As a kid, as a train spotter, it's not one I saw very often. It was always further north than where I lived, but occasionally it came through Peterborough and always looked very special. The badge on the side was the thing. The badges of HMS Merlin, which was a shore-based naval establishment somewhere up in Scotland, and apparently it wore that badge for most of its time. It's very resplendent too. Okay, so we're back to the A4s again, and Merlin's backing out. I think it's going back to fetch a rake of coaches for a long distance trip. We shall see it again in a few moments. In the meantime, little black N2 comes in with the Cresley blood and custard coaches. It's pulling into the siding, so probably the A4 will come through fairly quickly. Yes, there it comes. So there's Merlin with some Mark 1s on the back, looking very posh. And the Deltic is pulling out. I think this is the last time we shall see Deltic today. It's going up north on a long distance trip with its very smart red coaches. Crimson, what are they called? Just dark red, I suppose, but they look good. Most stations had a few 062s about. Station pilots, shunting engines, a lot of people called them nags. Here we see the green one go into the siding, and a black N2, in LNER black livery, come out to remove the Cresley coaches and shunt them into one of the sidings. And here we see the green N2 reversing the blood and custard Cresleys out from its siding, and it's going to then bring them forward onto the main line, ready for off first thing in the morning. It is the end of the day, and it's a fairly quiet line. There'll be no more trains on this line tonight, apart from the odd goods that comes through.